All right, man. We back. Tyler Alvera, the city that pays you to do drugs. Let's see, man.
This is San Francisco.
Man, San Francisco. Everybody in San Fran. Jesus.
That pays drug
I mean,
addicts
literally
to
just dropped the
use
video on
drugs?
San Fran.
I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, they pay you to be homeless here. I get 620 bucks a month, dude. This right now is literally by choice.
How many times have you died?
About 40 times last year.
Almost a handful of times. I've died on my feet, standing in one spot.
I met this chick right out here. She's pretty cute, yeah. That's the night that she shot me with fentanyl. I don't do fentanyl at all.
Forcibly injected fentanyl in. With record high overdose deaths in 2023, rampant homelessness, deadly drug addiction, and unpunished.
Is that a real thing? Ain't that what happened to Eazy-E? I could have swore. Well, this is what I heard. This is like hip hop stories. This ain't got nothing to do with the video, but it popped into my head. So I heard Suge Knight held down Eazy-E. Well, this what happened in the movie, right? Well, he held that nigga Eazy-E down and had an AIDS needle to stab that nigga. Is that really what happened?
Shoplifting,
I wonder if that's what really happened, bro.
Businesses are fleeing.
That's how Eazy-E got AIDS.
But how did it get to this point, and can it be fixed? So I met up with JJ Smith, a citizen journalist who's lived in the Tenderloin, the heart of San Francisco's drug crisis, his entire life.
I started to see too many of my family, too many of my friends, a lot of my friends dying off of fentanyl. But what it is a lot of people trying to normalize it. Majority of everybody out here that you think is homeless, a lot of them ain't homeless. They got homes to go to, they got family houses, they got friend houses. Some of them even got husbands or wives' houses. They just can't do their drugs there, so they decide to come live on the streets and do it.
But what drugs were people using out here?
What type of drugs you use?
I use fentanyl and crystal meth. I started very young with processing drugs at my mom doing heroin.
Can you tell me what you're up to right now?
So he said people was out there by choice. And I seen in the other clip, like at the beginning, this dude said he get paid $600 a month for being homeless. Like, what? $600? That ain't really nothing though. Like, and here in San Francisco, that's not really shit though. Like, and if you really think about it, that ain't really nothing for real. You might as well get a job. 600 not nothing. Now that I'm thinking about it. 600 a month.
Yeah, off fentanyl. Smoke it on some foil.
All right there.
Yep, ISO, and then clean ISO. So those are like.
Oh, he got up that fast and took it out of his hand.
How many times have you died?
Is that a woman?
But I have almost a handful of times. I think.
Times?
Yeah, I've died on my feet, standing in one spot, and my wife right here screaming my name, shaking.
Is that what happened whenever they be leaning in? Like, you know how like when they be seeing them do drugs, they just be seeing them leaned over. No, it be feeling like it doesn't feel like you about to die. Yeah, that probably. Imagine doing that though. Like,
push for you, man.
Every time I see fentanyl, I just like.
Meth?
Yeah. If I was able to offer you some treatment to get into a rehab,
I'm just mesmerized every single time, bro.
Moment, no.
Why not?
Like,
it's not ready.
it don't even seem fun. Like, it literally seems like it like kills you. Like, I feel like your whole body just go numb for real. And you just like there, like. But what does your mind do in that situation? Like your body limp, but what is your mind doing? That's the real question.
What do you use? Heroin?
No, hell no. I smoke methamphetamines, but not that much anymore.
How many people have you seen dead on the streets out here?
It's in the hundreds.
Hundreds?
It's in the hundreds. I have personally documented 18 in one day.
How often does a shooting go down out here? I saw the video where the guy's shooting with a silencer.
It was another shooting right here.
A silencer? Niggas got Call of Duty attachments on the streets.
That's why you see that police van right there. They got that police truck right there because it was a shooting directly in front of that kid.
Like, is it easy to get a silencer?
5 people got shot. 1 died. Yeah, that's someone that died recently from the shooting.
A nice playground right here. So what I've heard in the comment section is when they say kids coming through, everyone's supposed to stop using drugs. No one changed their activity at all when she said that.
Nobody don't change their activity. Normally, people, family with kids, they'll walk the other way. She shouldn't have to walk the other way. She should be able to walk through here. But they don't care. They just still get out.
You have any thoughts on what's going on?
Kids coming through.
Beautiful place. It's so filled with so much culture. It's.
Nah, imagine being like a 4 or 5 year old, like, and this really just what you see every day, just like niggas leaning on the street. Like, it's not funny. Like, I'm giggling and shit and laughing, but like, it's really not funny, bro. Like, yeah, man. Just
It's
imagine.
getting chipped away. It's getting eaten up by a lot of these, I don't want to say they're lost causes because
You use anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use fentanyl on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Like I'm on the verge of kind of weaning myself off right now, and I'm getting a job and things like that. I'm doing that.
How'd you get into fentanyl? What was your first use?
I would say it was my choice, but I was with a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, that has been using, and it was fun to, use with her and kind of cozy up next to each other under the stars,
Sure.
Because it's kind of like a motherly hug. It's kind of like people say, oh, it's like a hug from God,
But this hug was...
That's what fentanyl is. He said a hug from God. That's what he feel like. Come on, man. Don't use his name in vain for this toxic drug, bro.
killing almost 500 people a year
Don't even
just
say
in
that,
San
bro.
Francisco.
Look, it's all fresh harm reduction supplies. They give you these 10 cans right here just to cook your drugs in. You cannot catch any diseases off these cans, so why would you give them out? You causing harm. You're enabling them by giving them that. This is part of their suicide kit that they give away.
What's going on with him, do you think?
I don't know.
Yo, is that his skin? Yo. Look at this dude in the back. He said, oh my God. I'm saying the same thing, bro. What the heck? That skin is crazy.
You need help. You need help. Serious help. Look, he got bugs tearing his body up. That's why he got all those sores like that.
You guys cooking up a beat? Viewers need some heat.
Okay, heat. Swear to God, when you in the streets, had to get in for my dog last week. El Chopper for real. Nigga.
Shit.
Dog fighting down the street. Swear to God, that's for real. Tenderloin, anything happened.
I'm at a loss for words. There's just so much going on.
Yeah, it's hella going on out.
AR-15.
It's hella stuff going on. Like, what the hell?
Ain't never been used?
I don't think so. Bullet in
He about to
hand,
take it?
right across the street was the Tenderloin police station. Question for you. Is it risky to do like drugs in front of
In front of the police station? Nah, they the cops really don't care out there too. That's crazy. Like they really just allowed them to do this, bro. Like, I mean,
the police station out here? Or are they not
like
doing
what?
it?
They really just don't
It's
care.
not the police fault. It's really not. They really want to do something. It's the Board of Police Commissions and the Board of Supervisors, particularly a Dean Preston. The supervisor in this district says, let them stay like this. Leave them alone. If they want to get high, let them get high. Let them get high until they die.
Will you follow your own Department of Public Health's advice and end punitive policies specifically arresting and incarcerating drug users that increase fatal overdoses?
Another white man who's talking about black and brown people as if you're the savior of those people and you speak for them. At the end of the day, you've never lived in it. You've never experienced it.
I used to be one of the persons growing up that always said, "F police, F the police." I grew up saying that. I don't believe in that no more. I really like this police station and these police. It's just that their hands are tied right now. They want to come out here and move this. Trust me, they get disgusted when they walk outside and they see this. Disgusted that they can't help them the way that they want to help them because the Board of Supervisors and the Police Commission say.
And I mean, yeah, it really is the government's fault though, because if all you gotta do is make a call or like tell them up the security, up the police force, not even up it, but tell them to enforce the. Why am I can't even snap. Anyways, though, all you gotta do is make a call, tell them to start enforcing this, and I bet it'll cut it down by a lot. But
leave them alone. You see, this is
I think they'd rather just let them be there just because.
4 days ago.
Question for you. What are your thoughts on your
It's keeping them away from the good areas, so they all just staying in this one area.
Oh yeah, well, we're only here for like a couple days. We're actually getting an apartment in a few days.
Oh, okay, congratulations. And as JJ and I walk through the trash, feces, broken glass, and homeless encampments right across from the kindergarten through 8th grade school, one of the many Honduran drug dealers, notorious for running every block in the Tenderloin for the last few years, was staring us down and stalking us across the street. In fact, these guys are making so much money selling drugs here, they're causing a housing boom back home in Honduras.
They put San Francisco logos on a crib. They love San Fran. They getting all their bread. They get all their money from San Fran. They really love it out there.
Honduras, where they send their money back to. Are we in the clear, Custody?
We in the clear.
Yeah?
He by himself. They run in packs. So when it's a group of them, that's when they only go do something.
Get out of here. JJ, I'm gonna be real. I'm not loving the looks I'm getting from the Honda guys out here.
They got on shiesties too. They not playing.
He ain't in the group. He only operates in the group.
Now, to understand my fear of the Honduran gangs out here in the Tenderloin, we need to go back in time to 4 a.m. this morning.
We're walking the streets right now. I've seen young ladies yak on the streets, human feces, human urine, people nodding out, camps, and it's early, baby.
Damn, it's bad out there.
Throw up here. Oh man, human poop.
As me and my cameraman explored the loin, we walked past a group of masked up Honduran gangsters, keeping a close eye on anyone and everyone walking by. And out of fear of getting blipped, I didn't dare point a camera at their face. As we walked off, one of the Hondos was trailing us for multiple blocks, clutching his sagging pants tightly onto what I can only imagine to be his gun.
Holding his belt buckle like this. Sketchy out here.
Are you breaking the lock or what?
Come on.
No, I'm not breaking the lock.
Yo, Tyler, don't get caught liking out there, bro. I know you're trying to get the content for us, bro. You need to be safe, my boy, cause the boys that make the calls back to Mexico for the cartel, you don't want to play with them, bro. I'm telling you.
What do you
don't want to play with the Escobars.
Oh, okay. Now that you've seen the countless drug addicts and understand the gang influence out here, you might be wondering how businesses can operate in this environment.
How does it be a business owner out here?
We feel sorry for the people. We feel very sorry for them because the drug they be giving them, you know, they be killing everybody. Every day we have.
Sure. You see bodies on the street when you come to work?
Yes.
Have you seen a lot of shops nearby shut down since?
Oh yeah, some shut down. People, you know, look like a zombie in the street. In the street live, you know,
Sure.
You feel so sorry for them. The government doesn't do anything to them. We need some action, but
From what I've heard, the government's handing out harm reduction. Do you think that's helping the problem or hurting them?
no, that doesn't. The government have to find somehow to help the people.
But with record high overdose deaths in 2023, is harm reduction actually working? I met up with consumer finance reporter Erica Sandberg, who believes it's actually destroying the city.
Instead of directing people and actively promoting people into treatment so that people are healthy, they get meth pipes, needles, fentanyl foil, you name it, any.
So that's what. Where are they getting this from? He said the hospital. Where she work at?
Finance reporter Erica Sandberg, who believes it's actually destroying the city.
Instead of directing people and actively promoting people into treatment so that people are healthy, they get meth pipes, needles, fentanyl foil, you name it, anything that is going to help them, and I'm going to put it in big ol' air quotes, use safely. There's no such thing as using safely right now.
Question for you. We're talking about harm reduction. We're
So
trying to understand.
they would rather them use safely than to stop them, but they're actually helping them out by making them use it more because they're giving them the supplies they need in order to. Like, yo, it's really fucked up, bro. I think they're purposely trying to kill these people, bro, so they can lower the population or some shit. Because it got to be some other agenda.
If it's a good thing or a bad thing out here. Do you have any thoughts?
It's honestly the worst idea imaginable. You're giving in to the bad behavior. You're making it okay. Oh, and it's like our children are playing on these, in these streets. Our animals are running through these streets. Our elderly are in these streets. And
what? How did this happen? How did this happen?
Streets, and they could die. Right now, I'm kind of going through something myself, and I'm not really one to talk. Like, of course, I'm not clean and sober. I'm going to be here really soon. It's no wonder that we've got such bad reputations on the streets, because look, 90% of the homeless population are walking around with body lice all over them, and it's spreading. I do have an infection. I don't know what it is. I've had it for 2.5, almost 3 months.
What?
My nose never stops draining. I never stop drooling. I've had a cough. It's horrible. I feel like I'm dying every day.
Goon body once again, 2024 Black King. You know the score. They should have been put me up there with the niggas.
Wait, you're spitting bars. Can I hear a few more?
They should have had a real nigga doing this shit. I'm on stereo. Poverty everywhere.
He said you're spitting bars.
Everybody bother me because they know I'm.
He said you shit on the floor? Hold on. Let me see. What did he say?
I'm on stereo. Poverty everywhere. Shit on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Everybody bother me because they know I'm a price more.
Spitting mad bars and you run away. I was like, whoa, we have to capture his excellence.
Represent San Francisco,
What's his name, bro?
In the middle of a dig and grab and go, but
yeah, that nigga. he just came back from a heist. He came back from a little heist, So he probably went to like H&M or something, Took a few shirts.
A little boost?
Nothing too crazy,
just a little something to keep me going.
Where from?
CVS.
Out your mama's kitchen.
What about my friend Erica here? Would you bip her?
Oh no, I won't bip her, but I fick her.
I want bipper, but I fake her. What y'all think this nigga smell like? Scale 1 to 10, what y'all think he smell like? 1 being like smelling like complete dog water, and 10 smelling like cherry blossom. What y'all think?
You gotta apologize for that one.
Truth is in the beauty, right?
Okay, he's risen you up a little bit.
Are you trying to look into the eyes and shit?
Nice,
Little
right?
neck move, man.
Erica.
You touching that hand? Ah, Erica, you a little friendly.
I mean, how is life out in San Francisco?
King, huh? Negro King. Effing Ria Dia. Huh? I gotta go.
All right. While this guy walked away with his freshly stolen goods, you might be wondering why he's not running away from cops after committing theft in broad daylight. The biggest thing I keep seeing on Twitter is $950 limit. I can walk into Walgreens. There is $950 limit.
Okay, here's the explanation of CA as having the 10th toughest shoplifting law in the nation. 10th toughest? CA has a $950 limit where the theft becomes a felony. Texas has a $15 limit. This is true.
I can walk into Walgreens, steal.
I learned this in Tommy G's video.
Go to
So
Macy's.
basically, if you steal less than $950 worth, it's not a felony, it's only a misdemeanor. So basically, there's no real punishment for stealing in San Francisco, which is kind of crazy.
Go to Saks Fifth Avenue, grab what you can. If it's under that threshold, it's a misdemeanor. So you get your $950. Awesome. Then you go boost it, right? But it gets better than that. So you can go to Macy's, get your $900 worth of stuff. Head over to Saks Fifth Avenue, get another $900. Head over to Neiman Marcus, get another. We lost Nordstrom. H&M is leaving. J. Crew left. Whole Foods. This was closed prematurely because the theft in here was so rampant and so intense, they could not function.
Question for you: is harm reduction effective? If so, why?
Yeah, because
We're
people
trying
are,
to understand it a little
people are going to use drugs and they're not going to stop. The government, the CIA brought these drugs here to sell them to the American people, to create a genocide. This isn't a coincidence. Purdue Pharmaceutical sells more OxyContin than any other drug on the market.
Okay, this is facts.
I think
This is definitely all true.
Is a manufactured crisis.
Bro. He might be onto something. He might be on this is what I was thinking, bro. It's like ain't no way they just blaming this all on gangs, on Honduran gangs and cartels. Like I know it's probably some of their fault too, but like why y'all not trying to stop it? Why y'all helping them? Like that just don't make sense to me, bro. Like they purposely trying to kill people in my opinion.
If we see it any different, then we're fucking retarded. If you think that drugs being sold on federal property every single day, all day long by Hondurans who are brought here by our fucking government, stop bringing dope over our borders and stop making fentanyl in San Francisco.
You said harm reduction works.
It
My
works.
friend Erica says that it may not work. Oh, where do you guys disagree? Just real quick, final question.
If the Narcan wasn't out here,
Yeah.
how would I save anybody? That's harm
Narcan
reduction,
does.
honey. That's what they're doing. They're coming out here. They're handing out pipes. They're handing out Narcan.
Do you think handing out pipes is good? Handing out
Why? Why wouldn't it? They don't hand out fentanyl. No one hands out fentanyl.
No, not fentanyl, foil.
Well, yeah, why not? What are they gonna do? Grab that shit off the ground? They're handing out.
Encourages people?
They're handing out foil that's
I
not.
don't think it draws people into the city.
The dope draws the people into the city. No, we're saving lives. The fucking Hondurans out of our streets.
He said harm reduction works.
Yeah, that's
Where do you guys
fine.
disagree?
Well, it works to what? To what end? To keep people alive until what? What kind of life is this?
Okay, so you think it perpetuates the inevitable?
Who do y'all agree with, man? Do y'all agree with and I forgot her name already. Shit. Y'all agree with Nancy or y'all agree with Joe Buck? I don't know, bro. Name. What's bro name? Y'all agree with Nancy or y'all agree with Joe Buck right here? Joe Buck. I agree with her though. I don't think giving them the tools to do the drug more is helping out in like. I don't think that helps in any way, in my opinion. But he's saying it helps because it makes it, and it does make it more safe. But the drug itself isn't safe. The drug itself is what's killing you. So you shouldn't be doing it at all. So I agree with her, I would say. Who y'all agree with?
What kind of life is this?
Okay, so you think it perpetuates the inevitable death. And perhaps
it's just
in
slowing
proof
down.
At this point, about a week later, I'm pretty sure this guy we just interviewed was uploaded to Twitter, passed out on the floor, face down, appearing to be nodding out after some form of drug use, but luckily still breathing.
This area is going to be dangerous pretty soon.
As Erica left and as evening approached, I spotted what appeared to be local drug addicts selling their freshly boosted goods to tourists and deal hunting grandmas. Where's it from?
So Mason, if you want to really see some deals,
yeah,
be over here by 8 o'clock. You will see $1,000 worth of You haven't seen shit.
Okay, I'm coming. So I came back at night to see what I could find at the infamous Fentanyl Bazaar.
Fentanyl Bazaar. And they got a big ass
open air market where hundreds of drug addicts sell boosted goods and do their drugs. But I brought the Batman of San Francisco with me.
What are you doing with those umbrellas?
The store don't open up till 8 o'clock.
Those umbrellas. Did you pay for that, ma'am? I didn't see you go to the checkout line. Did you pay for that, sir? Did you pay for that, sir? No. Go check out. Go check out. No stealing, brother.
Who is this dude? Who does this nigga think he is, bro? We got the same name and shit too, but it's not spelled the same. But this nigga, like, what? I see why he call him San Francisco Batman. The fuck? Like, he said, "Thomas, go check out."
No stealing. No stealing. Give that back. Give that chocolate back. Give it back! Stop stealing from the store, motherfucker! Get the fuck out of here! Get lost! Get the fuck lost! I don't work here. I will kick your fucking ass. Get lost!
You don't even work there, bro. What's the point of this, though? Like, what's your... I mean, I guess, man.
Thieves just try to run off. I'm sorry America's like this right now.
I just got kicked out of Walgreens for stopping this thief from stealing from the store. What's going on in this country? Why are people making me out to be the bad guy for stopping thieves from stealing from our grocery store?
I'm here with...
My name's Darren. I'm the founder of the World Peace Movement here in San Francisco, California. We're helping the homeless and raising awareness about the dangers of fentanyl in our community. I've seen San Francisco go from being the cultural capital of the world to the technological capital of the world to what seems like the fentanyl homeless capital of America. Now people are traveling.
Was he scraping doodle off the ground?
The fentanyl
I'm
homeless
sorry,
capital of
what is that? What is that?
America. Now people are traveling from all across the country for fentanyl, and it's, you know, $3 a gram. It's cheaper than a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, and a gallon of gasoline.
$3 a gram, that's it?
San Francisco. I don't want to be another person that leaves San Francisco. I want to stay. I want to fight to save San Francisco.
So we began walking to the bazaar.
As you can see, everywhere you look are for lease signs. For lease, for lease, for lease, for lease, for lease, for lease. San Francisco has hit terminal velocity in its economic collapse. People don't want to go to the city. People in the East Bay are starting to call the city the shitty.
And as we walked into a nearby Walgreens, my anonymous interview with the security guard there might help you understand why.
We're in downtown San Francisco Market District. Back in the day, like 10 years ago, this Walgreens was bringing like $1 million a month.
Every time
$1 million a month?
For the holidays, I think people walk in, steal stuff, walk out. Is that still happening?
Depends on the guards, because the guards are all by district. Me and my brother have been here about 6 months, and we've fought in Ukraine and in Afghanistan. Since we've been here, no, we have zero death.
You guys shut it down.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, if you try to leave, I'm gonna mace you, and then I'm gonna cuff you, and you can explain why you're outside blind and broken.
Are you in the minority of security guards who actually care about their job out here, or who are actually willing to enforce any level of don't steal stuff?
Oh, very much so. I'm an outside contractor. I'm not from here. I'm from Miami. I was brought in to fix the situation, so.
You're losing so much money here?
So much. Like theft is so bad compared to, like, it's bad. Even this one's bad, but Oakland City Center is the worst. Anything along this bar system, it's the train, everybody just hops on, jumps, comes in, grabs trash bags, anything, grab, and then leaves.
And it's up to like $950 or something? What was that, California law?
All that does.
Bro, it's so crazy that, like, everybody just walk into the store and just with a big ass bag, throw all that shit in there, and walk out casually. They walk out super casual, though. Like, nobody even say nothing to them. Like, That's actually nuts.
It's incentivized crime.
Like nobody like actually cares.
Yeah, it makes it all passive. That's the point. It makes nothing a felony. You're not even misdemeanors. You could come in here and jack $5,000 worth of shit. If it's in a trash bag, they ain't gonna stop you.
Now, several people I've interviewed have mentioned this $950 amount that someone can steal from a given store each day and not be charged with a felony as one of the main reasons incentivizing criminals to shoplift. And this theoretically makes sense until you look at other states like Texas.
Interesting. So Texas and Wisconsin has higher thresholds,
In Wisconsin,
but they don't have nearly the same problem.
Meaning you can steal double the amount and still not get a felony.
Oh, that's nah, he's sick. Look at this. He tried to run out the store. That shit was locked. Nah, this is actually sickening because the way he turned around, he was sick.
Not get a felony.
He knew it was over
The
with.
big difference is Texas enforces the law at both the misdemeanor and felony levels. California does not. When someone goes and steals from the local Walgreens in San Francisco, if the employee calls 911, the cops probably won't investigate. But if they do, prosecutors will most likely let it go. So the next time this thief steals, the cop knows the prosecutors will probably let it go, so they don't investigate, and the thief gets away. And this leads to a doom loop of criminals who become emboldened to
So it's really just the government out there then, because they said it's really just the government because he said like even in Texas and Wisconsin, like if it's a misdemeanor, you getting put in cuffs. Like if it's a misdemeanor, you gonna put in cuffs. But out there, if it's a misdemeanor, they don't care. Like it's really just the government saying like let them do what they want to do, which is kind of crazy.
Another Walgreens
because ain't the government supposed to be the ones protecting the streets?
That did not have a hard-on crime war veteran security guard to see how many people we'd see steal and why they got away with it.
So they come in here and they look around and right here we go. Pardon me. He's definitely bipping right now.
Shall we witness the bip in action?
Well, you're witnessing it right here too.
We got more bipping going on.
That nigga Nani, he said Nani.
How you doing, man?
Boy here, because it's the only Walgreens that's open. Yeah, so every other Walgreens has been closed down because of the theft problem.
Anyone in here walking around with a large bag, is it fair to assume they're taking it? Okay.
If they come in with a suitcase, if they come in with this large suitcase or a large backpack, that's definitely a clear sign. And last night, I was stopping people from stealing from the store, and I got kicked out. Get the f out of here. Get lost. Get the f lost. I don't work here. I will kick your f***ing ass. Get lost.
Hey, did you see the person? Did you see the person in the back pick up the chocolate bar? Y'all see that? This person right here came back and picked one of them up. It's really trenches. It's really trenches out here, bro. It's really trenches. Look at this.
Get lost.
Look at the dude in the back.
Get the
he came and picked it up.
Lost. I don't work here. I will kick your f***ing ass. Get lost.
Taking those shits.
Oh, let's see what's happening on aisle 9.
What's good, man? You bipping?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it? We're trying to learn more about this whole $950.
Survival in the city.
You can still get in trouble if you really try.
Okay. So are you stocking up for the cold night tonight or what?
No, I didn't take all these. It was already empty.
Okay.
It was already empty.
Come in here, just take what they need, walk out.
No comment.
Witnessing a boost.
Oh, yeah.
Boost.
Sorry, brother. We got So, tell us, man, what's your name? Where are you from? We're YouTube.
All right, so one thing about Frisco, there's a really big, but yeah, that's why I'm moving back.
Damn, boy, that fat ass chain, boy. That shit look like I ain't.
Let's give each other a little space. You know, it's big wealth gap, right? And that's basically what it boils down to. You know, I came out here in 2013.
Yeah.
You know,
where are you from, by the way?
I'm from New Orleans.
He sound like Paul Wall or something.
Kind of an average like boost.
I mean,
let's say you bought it. Do you mind showing me what you got today?
All right, where we going with this, man?
What goes through your head when you walk in there?
I mean, like, by any means necessary. I'm not gonna be dirty. I'm not gonna be stanky. I'm not gonna be hungry.
I see.
I don't like going to lines and It's not gonna happen. I read a hustle before. If I get called, I get called, man. It's like you can't depend on mankind to just assist you and give you things any and all the time, man. It's bullshit.
I hear you. Well, I guess the reason I'm asking is someone watching from the outside might say, look at these guys stealing stuff. They're ruining the stores. We lose the stores. They're destroying San Francisco.
I've been doing this for a long time. The more you do it, the smoother you get, the better you get. I'm tired of all my game. Like, I'm a fumbler. I'm a do dumb. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to buy shit when you're broke. You know?
Yeah, how many brisks this nigga got? that nigga probably he stole like 4 brisk.
After stopping to make sure a few motionless bodies we found on the ground were alive.
You breathing, brother? Are you breathing, Brian? You're good? He's breathing.
All right, that's 2 for 2. We had made it to the fentanyl bazaar. People were selling everything from stolen clothes to stolen steak to stolen shrimp to stolen Red Bull.
Steak, shrimp, and Red Bull. So basically, they steal everything from the store, and then they go out to the street and sell it for way less cheaper. They get their bread, which is, I mean, these entrepreneurs right here, man.
Sold for a fraction of the cost. While the couple hundred people out here were mostly drug addicts selling random stuff they had snagged from a Macy's or Walgreens earlier that day, you might be wondering who's breaking into cars and stealing the more valuable loot from places like Louis Vuitton. After the cleaning squads had been sent out to clean up after last night's festivities, I went back out the next day to meet up with the king of San Francisco bippers to understand the industry.
The king of bippers.
We're here with Little Sim, aka Robin Hood, aka
Loyalty Solo.
Rumor has it you're a world-class bipper.
I've been blessed.
Hey, how long you been in the bipping industry?
Probably like after high school.
You got your
my friends doing it and stuff. Yeah.
Bro, why is he grabbing his sweatpants and like, bro, like, is it that serious? Like, is it that cold out there? Or like, we all gotta know that you clutching, bro. Like.
If you saw a car, what would classify it as a good
it ain't that cold outside.
Honestly, it's all about the energy of the car, the energy of the vehicle you in. If you spot it and it seemed good, it seemed clear. Some of these people aren't gonna lock the car door. A lot of times they leave the windows down, and it's an automatic green light.
Leaving the window down is crazy. You leaving the window down, you're not even in the car. Nah, that's, I don't know. You a little too oblivious if you doing that.
People leave their windows down so they don't get smashed. You're gonna bip them anyways.
Yeah.
Drivers leaving their back doors wide open to show thieves there's nothing valuable inside.
There it goes, you just broke in.
So what do you go for on your bip spree?
To show there's nothing valuable inside.
Are we looking for the Louis purse in the front seat?
Definitely, that's a bip, and all 4 of those cars right there are bippable.
So where do Ray-Bans fall on the bip scale, the bip economy? Are Ray-Bans a hot commodity, or are they a common item, or are they legendary item? Rare?
It's a legendary item.
Something like this lens crafter right here?
No, but I know people who have. The first pop-ups I just got here, bro. None of these have been hit yet, bro.
So it's fresh for the bip? Are you plotting a hit or what?
Not really. Honestly, all these stores lame. Leave these stores alone. Mom and pop stores, leave them stores alone.
Ah, I see. So you're going for the corporate chains? Like, tell me about Walgreens.
Of course. Fuck Walgreens. Fuck CVS Pharmacy too.
You bipped him to oblivion or what?
Yup.
What's the biggest bip
You
you've
bipped him to
Damn near $500,000.
Why are they trolling, bro? $500,000? This nigga's a fucking capper. Is that his career earnings, or that just like, hold on.
You bipped him to oblivion or what?
Yup.
What's the biggest bip you've had?
Damn near.
I feel like this nigga capping his ass off. I don't know. Like, he just feel like he give me my cat radar going off for him, bro. I don't know, $500,000, and you still doing that?
Near $500,000.
Where you bipping that much product?
Also, this my buddy. He a world traveler, so he hooked me up on some spots too.
Where do you sell the product to?
The streets.
We're talking the fentanyl bazaar?
Yeah, the fentanyl. You just sell it to the dudes that got money. Fentanyl users ain't got no money. Yeah.
Could I come to you and be like, yo man, I saw you bip that. I got $500. Can I have the Louis?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do some on the street, spur of the moment sales or what?
Yeah.
Is it dangerous out here when you're doing your business operations? Does it get sketchy or what?
I would say so.
Why so?
Yeah. You never know who you're dealing with.
So what's your most recent bip? Think on it.
Man. Probably the whole car. A lot of people are so dumb these days. They leave
the whole car? I mean, I believe that. Niggas be stealing cars.
I don't even want to say, man, because it's an easy come up. But
I see. There's an insider practice that you're using to just bip full cars.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of woman? Latina?
I love Asians.
I tried to get this homeless dude out of the restroom once, and I ended up getting sucker punched and almost got sent to the ER by him. Like, he just aimed for the face. I was...
That ain't right.
You say you got sucker punched by a homeless dude?
I remember coming off a bicycle. He had a pickaxe with him and had a bunch of those lawn darts they outlawed a long time ago.
Pickaxe?
A pickaxe, nigga.
I got pepper sprayed on my...
I was about to say, hey, Tyler, stop stealing my jokes, bro. I was just about to say he had a diamond Minecraft pickaxe, bro. Chill,
What's the
bro.
biggest advice you'd have for the god of San Francisco?
I would ask for a little more control. I mean,
Oh, you're a power freak?
You're asking God for more control?
I'm just kidding.
so much that.
It was a little shiesty.
It was a pleasure and honor, brother. While fully masked up thieves like our boy here go around pillaging businesses and ransacking tourist cars, what a lot of people don't realize is that the Bippers in San Francisco commute to work every day using the BART from other cities in the East Bay like Oakland. All right, we're here in Oakland. I'm here with
Leighton Woodhouse. I'm a journalist. I'm from the East Bay. I grew up in Berkeley. I live in Oakland right now. I've covered drugs and crime and homelessness in this area.
What's going on here?
It's a little bit of a different situation in Oakland than San Francisco. There's a lot of overlapping issues. Untreated mental illness, drug addiction, obviously, these homeless encampments. Issues around crime, though. There's a lot of sort of opportunistic crime, home invasions, car burglaries, armed robberies, and things like that happens in San Francisco from people from Oakland who go out to San Francisco to do crimes. There's like roving crews of thieves who go and jack up camera crews like us and tourists and whatnot.
Are we looking particularly robbable today?
Yeah.
Yes,
You know, the
you are.
main open-air drug market is in
Yeah,
San
you are.
Francisco in the Tenderloin Civic Center, south of Market.
Sorry, we looking
And that's
potentially
where the
robbable?
drug dealers sell. They mostly live in Oakland on International Boulevard. The cops know where they live. They take the train across. They've been spotted, I've heard this from law enforcement, spotted by passengers dividing up bindles on the train, counting stacks of cash on the train. They're very open about it.
You think this recently got bipped? Take a look inside this.
Stolen car that got stripped.
Wow, this thing is definitely stripped to the bone.
Man, it took
thousands of cars.
It took the engine, the all time. It took the hood, the bumper, it took everything in that bitch. Ain't nothing left in that car, and they spray painted on that bitch. And somebody's car got fleeced. That's
Carjackings
crazy.
a year, and think like 1 in every 40 Oakland residents has had their car jacked. Oftentimes it's just for fun, joyriding them. They do sideshows. Sideshows are sort of intersection takeovers where you have a bunch of people will just spontaneously take over an intersection with their cars and just do donuts in the middle of the intersection. Yeah. It's an old tradition in Oakland. Now it's not so much people showing off their cars. In fact, it's usually not their own cars. It's now stolen cars. So people steal cars, go do donuts in the middle of an intersection.
Bro, I don't know like how people don't be scared as fuck at that shit. Cause like, imagine a nigga doing donuts right in front of you and you get hit by the car, bro. Imagine a nigga doing a donut in front of you get hit by the car, bro. Like, and then like you get hit by the car, you fall on the ground, and then like the back tire run over your leg and shit while he's still braking and doing all that. Like, it's over with for you, bro.
Section, and the city is stopped.
Yeah, that's a little
breaking
too
them
close
up,
for
so
me.
they go for an hour sometimes.
What's good? Are you from Oakland? How is Oakland out here? A little crazy?
Yeah, because we're lawless. Because here,
What's up, doggos?
all of the city council and everybody decided that we didn't want the police to police anymore because of police brutality. So if you'll notice, you just see cops driving by, but they don't interact with us because they're not supposed to.
How's it changed over the last few years?
Oh man, the homelessness is taking over. Yes, and it's just poverty.
And they took over that whole train thing.
It's everybody struggles to have
Hella
a
diapers
car
and shit.
to have insurance, and to have registration, and to have rent, and to have. It's just too much for everybody. And Oakland is so expensive. Yeah. My rent is $2,500 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misunderstanding about Oakland out here?
Oakland.
$2,500 for a 1-bed. Ah, man. Thanks for telling me to never move to California in my life. Thanks for telling me now, cause $2,500 for a 1-bed. But that's in Ohio. I could probably get a fucking fat ass mansion, nigga, if I'm paying that much.
It has a lot of outreach for the homeless. You'll see people feeding people all the time, or going to get a bunch of McDonald's and passing it out, or socks and backpacks. So people don't think that we do that, and there's so much outreach here. There's so much, resources for the homeless.
I think all that, social services, people giving food to the homeless, do you think that makes it easier to be homeless here? And
yeah, it
that's a
does.
problem?
It is easy to be homeless. I
It's
just
not
don't
easy to
think
be.
it's easy.
It's
I
not
think
easy, but it makes it
not having
easier.
a home, not having a space to call your own, and to shut the door and be able to relax and put your guard down is hard. You're still fighting an everyday battle that you wake up to.
And then I saw this lady who appeared to be homeless out here. How are you? What's your name?
Miriam.
Saw that car right there. Is that a pretty common sight?
Yeah, totally.
Where do they come from?
Oh, I don't know. Just show up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you end up out here?
I just, fucking fall on my feet.
Use anything?
Speed?
I got no speed. Is that what you
You
like
got
to
some
use?
speed.
Yeah, fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
So you smoke fentanyl straight up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Inject?
If someone will do it for me.
Really? Okay, so you don't feel comfortable injecting yourself?
No.
How many times have you died?
Never from fentanyl.
Never? From what?
I got about 40 times last year exposure.
40 times?
Yeah.
So you're a walking miracle right now.
Kinda.
Do you go into the city to get fentanyl, or you buy around here? Okay, Tenderloin.
I just came over here today. Yeah. What
So
about
if
you?
I wanted to buy some fentanyl right now, where would I go?
I'd probably hop on the train.
Okay.
I can help you if you need some.
Any family needs to know that you're out
I can
here?
help you if you need some. Hey, she seemed like a nice lady though. I wonder what she was doing before she was out here. See, she looked like she could be a good ass teacher or some shit. Like she give me teacher vibes.
Alive
Or
and
something.
well or what?
Yeah, you know, hi. Come
Okay.
find me.
You have family out there?
Friendly.
Somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they worried about you?
I don't know. Yeah, I need someone to come rescue me.
For reals?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go back to?
New York.
Do you want to get into treatment?
No.
No.
I like doing drugs.
Okay, so you'd like to go back to New York and continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it easier to use drugs out here than New York?
No, not necessarily.
Interesting.
It is right now.
Stay safe out here, all right?
Yeah.
Little bip went down right
Mhm.
there. Someone had an unlucky day, parked at the wrong spot at the wrong time. How can a city like this allow that?
Well, there's not enough cops. Inadequately staffed police department. Hasn't had a police chief for a year. There's just an acting
No
police
police chiefs for a
in
year.
charge. The police essentially don't respond to anything but the just most heinous crimes. So people are moving.
So if I were getting mugged right now, could I call 911 and would they do anything?
It would
Nah, it
probably
wouldn't.
take them 3 or 4 minutes to pick up. I've called and had to wait for 5 minutes before. I know somebody who's had to wait for 40 minutes before and just gave up.
He said you call 911, it takes 5 minutes for them to pick up. Did they not understand that 911 is the emergency number, aka meaning it's an emergency? 5 minutes? Yeah. San Fran is cooked.
I think the average pickup time is about a minute, so if you're going to send somebody out and that cop may or may not show up. 2014, there was a law passed called Prop 47 in California statewide, which I think I voted for it. It sounded good on paper. It was the idea was to combat mass incarceration by making a lot of felonies into misdemeanors. You know, the idea was that prisons were being filled by nonviolent criminals. For example, theft became a misdemeanor if it was anything less than, I believe, $950. Also, drug dealing in small quantities meaning enough to supply an actual drug dealer, was considered a small quantity, was no longer a felony. So effectively, drug dealing was also just a misdemeanor.
And this prevailing lawlessness in the Bay has caused businesses like this In-N-Out near the airport to announce they'll be leaving Oakland.
They're doing fine financially, but they can't justify the level of crime to their customers and their staff, so they're shutting it down.
Do not leave your valuables in car. You seen any bipping
They really
around
put
here?
the sign and they're
All
at the
time?
front door.
Who are they bipping and why?
I mean, anyone here, right? Anyone with a car, no one comes here expecting to, get broken into. They just come here to get some fast food. And a lot of people who come here have no idea what Oakland's like because they're coming from the airport. So it's really sad.
So a lot of unsuspecting tourists getting bipped and bopped out here?
Yeah,
Bipped
I mean,
and
not
bopped.
just tourists. Like, we've had employees have their car broken into as well. Even if there's nothing in the car, sometimes they'll break the back window just to...
And them niggas got the whole scheme in place. He hit that little button at the bottom of the hood. I thought you couldn't do that unless the keys was close. So if you do that, even without the keys, it still open the trunk. Is that for real?
lower the back seat and see if there's any luggage in the trunk, and you'll get your window broken into either way.
Do you work here?
Yeah.
So when's it closing?
March 24th is our last day.
Aw.
Yeah. It's really sad.
So people are gonna lose out on their In-N-Out burgers out here, no?
Yeah, jobs, you know, and like there's not a lot of food out here in this part of town. I've yelled at these folks like, hey, stop, like what are you doing, you know, stop. But I can't really do more than that because like I'm not gonna run after them, or everyone loses out, you know. And it's like, it's the kind of thinking where it's like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Are you Oakland native?
No, I was born in Yemen. I came like 2014 before the war started.
How do you like it out here? Better or worse than Yemen?
No, it's worse than Yemen. We be chilling in Yemen.
Have you seen any bippers out here?
Yeah.
How many? Yemen.
No, it's worse than Yemen. We be
San Fran is worse than some missile strikes. They're dropping Harrier strikes, and San Fran is still worse.
chilling in Yemen.
Have you seen
What?
any bippers out here?
Yeah.
How many?
Some guy was doing needles right there.
Needles?
I swear to God, he was doing needles right there. I seen the girl. She has a.
So would you rather somebody steal stuff out your car or bomb your house? Like he's saying getting your house bombed is better than getting your stuff stolen. That's what he.
doctor outfit on, right? She went in there. They broke all her windows. They broke.
He said he
all
came
of them
before
for
the
no
war
reason.
though,
They
so he
robbed
wasn't
her
even
car.
there.
Like they tripping out here. I don't
for
know
that
why.
stuff.
Why is everyone bipping,
Oakland's no
man?
good. Because of the drugs, the fentanyl, everything, the needles. I get in here double, no onion, and some animal style fries. You know the animal style fries good. I don't know, they doing too much here in Oakland.
What steps can Oakland take to better the city out here?
I mean, they got to hire more cops for starters. The department is understaffed by hundreds of officers. They cannot respond. But also the homeless encampments here, you know, people need help. These people are tend to be drug addicted and with untreated mental illness, and they need to be put into treatment. But we're not doing that in San Francisco. We're not doing that in Oakland. We're just letting people live in this kind of misery. You need to have an intervention for somebody to come out of a really hardcore drug addiction. That's what we're not doing for folks. We're just basically making the conditions feasible for people to continue to live on the streets and use drugs until eventually they overdose and die.
In the 1980s, the Zeedijk neighborhood in Amsterdam faced a rampant heroin addiction crisis similar to the Tenderloin's fentanyl epidemic. People came from all over the world here to use heroin. At first, the government decided to help the addicts by offering harm reduction, little to no law enforcement, and even set up little floating islands where you could shoot up heroin and nothing was solved. But in the 90s, police and health workers began to work together. As police broke up the open-air drug markets, healthcare specialists offered methadone, treatment, and shelter. Police also began to ticket violators, and if the drug users did not pay their fines, the courts actually ordered arrests, forcing addicts to follow a treatment plan or go to jail. After constructing tens of thousands of individualized plans in combination with offering treatment and punishment if they denied to accept it, Amsterdam solved their seemingly unsolvable heroin crisis, and maybe San Francisco can solve their fentanyl crisis.
So that's what I said earlier. They basically need to just crack down on it as hard as they can. If you see anybody doing anything, put them in cuffs. Try to scare these people a little bit. This way they're not doing it on the street, right? And then you put them into treatment and stuff like that, and then eventually it gets better. But you gotta first enforce the law, bro. If you're not enforcing it, then nobody's gonna care at all. So
that's
the main problem right now, is that they allowing them to
the
do
help
it.
they need and punishing them when they refuse to accept it. Maybe then we can stop this descent into madness. Thanks for watching, guys, and special thanks to everyone involved. Link in description. Also, whoever has the most.
All right, man. W video. Shout out Tyler. Handing out the knowledge. Hey, San Fran been getting exposed lately. I see why Curry don't want y'all around. Right now, I'm see y'all later, bro.